Hello, I'm here to talk to you today about library administration. In order to learn more about library administration and management, I spoke with the dean of a local university library. In this presentation, I would like to discuss what I learned through this interview process. Before we begin, however, I want to point out that for the sake of anonymity, I will refer to the university as North Carolina University, or NCU, and the library administrator as Rose. Thank you very much. To begin, I will give you background information on both the library and library administrator. Next, I will tell about the methods I used while conducting my research, followed by my results. Finally, I will draw conclusions based on these results. North Carolina University was established in 1891 as a women's college. At the end of its first year, it had an enrollment of 23 students with 15 faculty members. Now the university hosts an enrollment of nearly 19,000 students and 2,500 faculty and staff. The main library at NCU has a shelving capacity of more than 1 million books and a seating capacity for 950. NCU's School of Music has a library of approximately 10,000 square feet and seating capacity of 86. Jointly, the libraries hold nearly 2.5 million monographs and subscribe to over 62,000 periodicals and serials, over 44,000 of which can be accessed electronically. Rose received a bachelor's degree from the University of New York and a master's of science in library service from Columbia University and a master's of social science from Syracuse University. She became the dean of university libraries in August of 2004. Prior to working at NCU, Rose was the assistant dean for technical and access services for a Pennsylvania university, where she was responsible for issues of library access. She also previously worked for universities in Florida and New York. In addition to her employment in university libraries, Rose has participated in a variety of academic activities in the field of librarianship. She served as the American Library Association's president of the Association for Library Collections and Technical Services in 2005. She has also authored 28 publications and has co-authored 4 volumes of the annual Charleston Conference Proceedings. Furthermore, she served as an editor for the book Teams in Library Technical Services, which was published in 2006. The main research method utilized for this study was an interview of approximately 35 minutes. In addition to this interview, I retrieved institutional information from the university's website and have visited the library on many occasions. I also work for the university library, which gives me a unique perspective as both student patron and employee. The most immediate goal is a digital commons, which is being created in the lower level of the library building. This is a space that is being designed for students to access media production software and hardware for a variety of assignments. The creation of this digital commons precipitates the need to remove materials from the basement and find another space for those collection materials. The library is also doing fundraising to aid with the Digital Commons project, which they hope to be completed by fall of 2012. Another short-term project is the implementation of a new integrated library system. The library is working to change from its current ILS, Circe Dynex, to OCLC's WorldShare. The goal was to have this transition completed by December 2012, but at this point it appears the conversion will not be complete until July of 2013. A major long-term goal is the repurposing of space. Students want more open study spaces rather than a tower filled with book stacks. The library is set for an expansion. It is the second on the capital improvements list for the campus, but realistically this is 10 years away. Digitization has helped minimally with the creation of space. Digital copies have replaced some print journals, though there has not been much impact on monographs. As Dean of University Libraries, Rose deals primarily with business operations. She attends a variety of meetings, both with those under her and those involved in other institutional areas. In her words, she spends hour after hour in meetings. She also participates in strategic planning, goal setting, priority setting, budget, and policy creation. According to Rose, leadership is providing the vision and the goals, setting the priorities, being innovative, and being the change agent. Management, she believes, is critical. At the university library, this would include her department heads and supervisors. Managers are responsible for knowing what the goals are and what the vision is, making sure that the staff is on board, and keeping day-to-day activities running smoothly. In her words, they're the ones who keep the engine going. The visions and priorities are here, but they're the ones who get us there. Department head is the most critical position in the library. Management, she believes, also affects morale. According to Rose, the ideal qualities for an administrator include energy, respectfulness, belief in good communication, liking people, having a vision, and personal integrity. When shown the percentage breakdowns of the 1/3 rule, Rose stated that she did not believe the breakdown was consistent with her job. In her view, business operations and internal customers are one and the same, due to the fact that most of her work dealing with the business aspect of the library is done through her work with the library employees, who are the internal customers. She spends most of her time working with the provost, and the rule of thumb they follow is that they spend about 20% of their time on development and external relations or outreach. Therefore, managerial percentages would work out to about 20% with external customers and 80% with business operations and internal customers. The 3 secrets of creating raving fans are: first, decide on your vision; second, discover what your customers want; and third, deliver +1. Rose definitely has a vision. This vision is influenced by the university's mission, but is guided by the choices Rose makes. Though Rose spends less than a quarter of her personal time working with external customers, the library does work to discover what their customers want. Reference librarians work with the faculty, and students are given opportunities to provide feedback. I do feel that the budget cuts have impeded the library's ability to provide the +1 that they would like. Nevertheless, NCU's library does extraordinary things. The technological advances developed by the library's Electronic Resources and Information Technology Division has done more for the student body than they will probably ever realize. It is difficult to analyze how Rose does implementing the 12 questions in First Break All the Rules. The implementation of an innovation award, which allows staff members to submit proposals for improvement, helps employees feel that their opinions count. I also believe that the mission and purpose of the library makes the employees feel that their jobs are important. However, I do not see how Rose has much impact on most of these rules. It appears that she outsources much of these responsibilities to those in positions under her. I fully believe that most of the employees at NCU's library could answer a majority of the 12 questions in the affirmative, but I do not feel that Rose has much, if anything, to do with that. From speaking with Rose, it is clear that highly emotionally intelligent. She cares very much for her employees, as is shown through her concern about the increased workload the library staff has had to deal with since the recent budget cuts. Based on my observations, I would say that she leads laterally, serving as a catalyst. Additionally, it appears that her emotional leadership style is a combination of visionary, as she spends the majority of her time working on big picture issues rather than external customer concerns, and pace setting, because she is extremely organized and goal-oriented. I feel that Rose is a very strong leader. She cares about her employees and the institution she leads. She is very involved in the library committee, working with various organizations, and her experience has given her a vast pool of knowledge from which to draw. As knowledgeable and involved as she is, though, I wonder how in touch she is with lower-level library staff. I got the impression from speaking with her that she spends the majority of her time with the Chancellor, Provost, and Associate Deans. Assuming I am correct in my assumptions, I would suggest she spend more time on the actual library floor, speaking to all of the librarians and showing all of her staff that she is there and that she cares. In conclusion, I believe that Rose is a fantastic library administrator and that NCU's University Library is a positive work environment. Based on my observations, one recommendation I have is for Rose to be more visible. Appearances imply that she spends most of her time in meetings or in her office doing her own work. I feel that spending more time with her employees would further enhance the libraries at North Carolina University. Thank you for viewing this presentation. Please feel free to leave any questions or comments in the comment section on this page. Thank you.